chin. But Breland has had to learn. He has had to learn that you go into a tournament prepared to box, and you don't go into a tournament seeking to knock out the opponent. It's not the way. Too many things happen in the course of a tournament conducted over a short span of time, and too many fighters suddenly become unorthodox. For instance, in Montreal, Ray Leonard's toughest fight was against an unorthodox Swede named Oakhoff. Jesse Valdez had the same problem against a Peruvian in '72 in Munich. So did Muhammad Ali in Rome when he was Cassius Clay. So you see Breland, and you quickly see the signs of the professional. The loose and easy movements. Keeping the hands down, but he's quick enough to do it, as Muhammad Ali was. The use of the ring steadily. Moving. Solomon the brawler trying to be the aggressor, get in there, but how quick-handed Mark Breland is. You don't want to overrate him because he had a terrible time with Luciano Bruno, but now he is just leveling Solomon with punches. I mean, Lewis Howard, forgive me. Howard gives up 6 inches in height, gives up a lot in reach. The ropes and out of the corner now, covering well. Breland does that beautifully. He's got the mark and stamp of a professional. Sparring with Thomas Hearns did not hurt him. Still, Howard's a tough kid. Inside 30 seconds. First round. I'll tell you, I give Howard credit for fighting back. It's cleanly Breland's round. But give Howard some credit. Good right there. You saw it by Breland. Another right and a left and a right and a left. Quick hands. Howard trying to fight back, but Breland covering. We're back. Fort Worth, Texas. Mark Breland quickly out to go against Lewis Howard, using that left. Howard trying to fight back in the first round and deserving credit for that. Best Howard ever was when I saw him was in the Pan Am Games when he knocked out the Cuban Aguilar, or at least the referee stopped the contest in the second round. The official terminology in Olympic boxing when a fight is stopped. RSC, referee stops contest. Trying to work to the inside is Lewis Howard. Sirkin with a caution to Breland. As you can see, the quick-handed Breland throwing punches, maybe 5-1, maybe 8-1 over the smaller Howard. Notice the way he got out of range there. Off the ropes, went to his right. I can tell you right now that Breland learned a lot in defeating Luciano Bruno of Italy in Los Angeles some 6 weeks ago. Because then he just came out loading up, and the unorthodox and wild fighter gave him all kinds of trouble and made him look awkward, even bad. But not now today. He's taking his time. He's fighting his fight. He shows more than a touch of class because of the splendid training and teaching he has received and the confidences he has developed over winning 5 Golden Gloves unprecedentedly, nationally. and 3 world championships. This, ladies and gentlemen, has the look of an athlete. He's also got a personality, extroverted now, having gravitated as he did from the ghetto area of Brooklyn through different social stratums, as so many others have done before him. So Mark Breland is putting on a show. Sirkine, the referee, hovering closely over the proceedings. And we are down inside the 20-second mark of round 2. A clearly compelling boxing round for Mark Breland. Mark is doing what he wants to do. He is doing it his way. Nice moves, eh? You talk about quick feet, quick hands. You talk about poise, flicking that left, keeping the smaller man utterly at bay, then switching to the right, then that quick combination. It is a lesson in boxing basics from a young kid, just 19. Oh, look at those. Let me tell you, he is not looking for the knockout, because his knockout power manifested itself in the knockout of Watkins just a couple of nights ago. What a blow. Is now in a very clear pattern. It is Breland boxing, just making certain of the victory and being cautious. That's the way to win in Olympic boxing. Sometimes you get a Leon Spinks. We'd like to alert our stations now that we'll be going to them at the end of this round, our stations along the line. But in the meantime, watching Mark Breland is like watching milk and honey. This kid is a fighter. Howard trying desperately to assume a brief role of aggressor, but not very convincing at it, nor smooth at it. And look at Mark, still on his toes, still moving, just picking his spots, throwing his punches, scoring steadily, relentlessly. Maybe, as I said, the Sugar Ray Leonard of the Montreal Olympics. Maybe that's what Breland will be in the forthcoming boxing competition in the L.A. Olympics.
In the blue corner goes to Mark